I am told, and I'm confident this happened, otherwise I wouldn't dare tell you. On the 29th, the young di-Pertuan Agong was thinking of a full pardon. But he wanted to be sure. He passed votes around, 4 empty vote papers. He passed around to the 4 non-permanent members. Put yes or no, full pardon. The result came back. I don't know what is the result. Then he said, never mind, I have decided the alternative. And the alternative is what is, you got the result. But even the result, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of contradiction, which I will elaborate in a short while. But why I want to mention to you about this voting system is, with the greatest of respect, pardon is the sole prerogative of the young di-Pertuan Agong. He can listen, in fact, he should listen to advice, but he doesn't take vote. He shouldn't. He should decide on his own. He can say, I'm rejecting all advice and opinion, but this is my decision. And there's nothing you can do about it. You cannot challenge in court because that's the royal prerogative. This is an established law, at least 8 cases in this country that I've decided that you cannot challenge, and that discretion is absolute. They are not bound by any advice. Now, the next I want to mention to you is this. You must have seen the official media release from the Prime Minister's office. But this Prime Minister's office is a department. I must be very clear. It is not necessarily from the Prime Minister's own office. Now, the media release is this. I'll take one by one and show it to you. I think you have seen this. If you see this, you will realize this is dated 2nd February 2024, Friday, Jumaat. But what is wrong with this document? This document say, diberikan pengurangan 50% bagi hukuman dan denda yang perlu dibayar, which is a very clumsy sentence. Not by the young di-Pertuan Agong, but by this department, whoever it is who drafted it. Because somebody didn't do the arithmetic. 210 million, 50% is what? It's not 50 million. So the young di-Pertuan Agong must have said 50% discount of imprisonment and 50 million fine. Not 50% discount on both. Okay, so this is very clumsy. But the worst thing is this document seems to suggest that it was the Pardons Board that decided the pardon, not the young di-Pertuan Agong. It says, setelah menimbangkan pendapat dan nasihat, mesyuarat Lembaga Pengampunan Wilayah-Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur, Labuan dan Putrajaya kali ke-61 telah memutuskan hukuman ke atas yang berbahagia Datuk Seri Najib diberikan pengurungan 50% bagi hukuman dan denda yang perlu dibayar. So clear kan? After listening to their own advice, the board decided, not the young di-Pertuan Agong. Of course, the board includes the young di-Pertuan Agong, but it should be just the young di-Pertuan Agong. Now, whether the correct thing happened or not, we do not know. But we go by documents. This document is dated 2nd February. I suspect this document came out first, earlier than any other document pertaining to pardon. Interestingly, I don't think you have seen this because my client received this because she is a person affected. This is a document that is signed by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Dulu Yang Maha Mulia, Yang di-Pertuan Agong, sign it, first page. But as usual, the royalty, especially the top royalty, will sign at the top. They never sign at the bottom. And there is a seal. Now, the announcement is made by somebody called Yang Berhormat Dr Zaliha Mustafa, who is the Menteri dalam Jabatan Perdana Menteri Wilayah Persekutuan. So he was the Menteri of Wilayah. Now, they must have realized this is wrong. Okay, this announcement was wrong. So they corrected it. They now say, after all the preamble, bahawasanya Lembaga Pengampunan bagi Wilayah-Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur, Labuan dan Putrajaya kali ke-61 melalui perkara 42 di bawah Perlembagaan Persekutuan pada 29 Januari 2024 menimbang hukuman banduan dan menasihatkan Seri Paduka Baginda. Now they talk about advisory. Yang di-Pertuan Agong supaya banduan Datuk Seri Muhammad Najib bin Tun Haji Abdul Razak meneruskan baki hukuman. Okay? Then they say, this is very odd. One is a third party kind of talk, and now the Yang di-Pertuan Agong talk. In the same document, it says, dan bahawasanya adalah munasabah pada hemat beta
belas kasihan patut diberi kepada Datuk Seri Muhammad Najib bin Tun Haji Abdul Razak, maka oleh yang demikian, Beta Al-Sultan Abdullah Riyatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah Ibni Almarhum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-Musta'in Billah ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong ke-16 pada menjalankan kuasa yang terletak pada Beta oleh perkara 42 Perlembagaan Persekutuan dan semua kuasa lain yang membolehkan bagi maksud itu adalah dengan ini memerintahkan bahawa Datuk Seri Najib dibebaskan pada tarikh pembebasan awal iaitu 23 Ogos 2028 dan denda dikurangkan kepada 50,000. There is no 50% lagi lah. All these are corrected. Sekiranya denda tidak dibayar, tempoh penjara bagi Datuk Seri Najib ditambah selama setahun. That means 23 Ogos 2029. Pada menyaksikan yang tersebut di atas, Beta telah menurunkan tanda tangan dan cok mohor Beta pada 29 Januari 2024, but signed by Dr Zaliha. I'm sure the Agong did the right thing because he has to make a decision. Those people who prepare the paperwork are the one who blunders. Look at the date, it's chalked. Why is it not typed in one go? Because this is on the 29th, the date of the decision. Now, I ask you a very simple, logical question. If this existed on the 29th January, I'm thinking it did not. Okay? How could a blunder be made on the 2nd of February? If you have this, how did you blunder this? This is what date? 2nd, which is a few days later. But you have the benefit of this. And there is a chalk, which is very suspicious. So when was this made? And when was this made? So it's a very interesting question of law. At this point, I'm going to tell you, we are seriously thinking about another petition of pardon. A full pardon, they call it a free pardon, which we have asked before. We want to reiterate that. We're waiting for the right timing. We will do it.